Smith did something to the stream. We appreciate y'all coming through, man. Arthur Smith is gone, guys. Arthur Smith has been released to his duties at 12 o'clock. Around 12:10 midnight, Arthur Smith is up out of here. Christmas came late. Rejoice! Let's go, man. Let's get it, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. The thumbnail went away. I put it on there. It's on my end. You don't see it. If you don't see it, then I gotta put the thumbnail up. All right. Let me go back and no. I'm not gonna cut it off. I'm just gonna put it on. But yeah, hey man, appreciate y'all coming in. As y'all come in, go ahead, cop a squat. Arthur Smith is gone. Let's go. Woo! Let's go. Let's go, Falcons. Kind of get a rise up. Come on. Why it feel like we went to the playoffs? Lil Shiesty, I see you. Travis. What up, cuz? I see you. He is fired. Rise up. Yo. What's good, Almighty Finesse? We got an emergency on stream because Arthur Smith has been relieved of his duties. Talking about, hold on, Lil Shiesty said, hey, big look, choking came back. We were up 14-7. Arthur Smith said, hallelujah, praise Jehovah. And this preseason game was Superman. Yeah, hey man, look, all I can say is Arthur Blank came to his senses. Word on the street was that there was supposed to be there was a report that Arthur Smith was supposed to have a meeting with Arthur Blank in the morning. It was supposed to happen in the morning. And now he's gone. He is gone. Guys, rejoice. Rejoice, Falcon fans. All right, hold up. Let me see you in the chat. All right, we got my man Travis. We got a little Shiesty. We got Almighty Finesse. We got George Smith. We got Grimy Dog in there. All right. Now they need to go get Ritter. You absolutely right about that. Lil Shiesty said, hallelujah. Hey, yo. And speaking of that, come on, y'all. Y'all sing with me. I need y'all to put the notes in with me. Hold on. Let me sneeze first. Excuse me. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Now put your hands together. When Arthur Smith is gone. When Arthur Smith is gone. Oh, when he's gone. When Arthur Smith is gone. When he's gone. They'll wipe the tears away. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Let's go, Arthur Blank. You did the right thing. But guys, I have good news, I have bad news. Good news is that Arthur Smith has been sent packing. Everybody put the deuces in the chat. Deuces in the chat for Arthur Smith. Anthony White in the building. What up, fam? Come on, y'all. Y'all got to sing this old Negro hymn. Come on. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Blue Eagle in the building said they finally did it. Oh, happy day. Happy day. When Arthur Smith is gone. Chunk the deuces. Oh, when he's gone. Yeah, he cursed out Dennis. Yo, check out the short that Shonda made for Arthur Smith when he went to the ref, yo. If y'all ain't seen this yet, y'all need to see it. Anthony White with the deuces. Travis McNutt with the deuces. Chunk the deuces to him. There go my wife with the fire in the chat. Yo, did y'all see that short? Go on our page. Hold up. I'm finna put it in here. My wife gonna put in a link, guys. Oh, happy day. Let's go, man. When Arthur is gone. When Arthur's gone. Oh, when he's gone. Hey, man, you know what? We shouldn't be feeling like this about a guy who just lost his job. You know what I'm saying? And there go the link, guys. Check out that link. Oh, happy day. Prosper with the deuces. Yo, that reminds me of another song. Chris Brown, chunking up the deuces. Whoa, 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 whoa. Deuces. I'm no my new-ish. Talking to Arthur Smith. I said, what's that play calling getting better, better? No, it's just getting worse. So I had to say, hey, bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye to Smith. Deuces. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye to Arthur. Deuces. Come on, y'all. Let's go with the Chris Brown. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, doom, doom. I don't know if we're going to get Bill Belichick, but yeah, we definitely got to do the Chris Brown and chunk the deuces. Chunking up the deuces. Oh, whoa, whoa. Hey, man. Chunking up the deuces. Yeah. Shout out to Chris Brown for that classic. Now it's time for Ritter, yeah. Grimy Doll says, you need a quarterback. You guys' schedule is tough next year, though, at least on paper. Facts. Yep. We need a quarterback and a coach. My wife said, scratch one off the list. We got rid of the bad coach. Now it's time to get rid of this, quarterback. Diz. I hope look, I want Bieniemy. I want Jim Harbaugh. Okay? Oh, yeah, Ritter up out of here, man. Ritter up out of this thing, Prosper. We're going to chunk the deuces to all of deuces. Shout out to Chris Brown, man. Choke it up, the deuces. Go get Michael Penix and cut Ritter. I mean, go get Bieniemy. I like that. Either Michael Penix or Jaden Daniels. Like, I want Jaden Daniels first and then Michael Penix second. So, yeah, Tampa Bay Buccaneers done won this division 2 times in a row. But we don't even care. Big Debo in here. Let's effing go. Woo! Man, it's like we made the playoffs, man. Said we ain't getting Jim Harbaugh. Why not? Why not? No. That's Bill Belichick is going to the Chargers. Bill Belichick's going to the Chargers, and Antonio Pierce done proved that he should be their head coach. Dennis Allen looked like he really looked scared. He looked scared, man. Arthur Smith looked like he was about to jack him in the mouth. Arthur Smith just basically said, like, you cost us the game. I mean, you cost me my job. Jameis Winston said, I called the play to score a touchdown. Oh, yeah, he definitely was scared. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see the link and look at the, what's the name, man? Yo, man. That short was fire that Shonda made. Trust me. Big Debo say, here's my problem. Blank already said that he and Rich McKay was in charge of hiring a new coach. Input from Terry. So it's still, and that's what I was about to get to, Big Debo. Thank you. Big Debo led me down the path that I wanted to talk about, guys. Yes, Arthur Smith is gone. We're all happy, but guess what's about to happen? Rich McKay and Arthur Blank are going to be hiring the coach. Do anyone have faith in Arthur Blank to not fall in love with somebody's interview and hire the wrong coach again? Thank you, Big Debo, because that's what I'm worried about too. That's why Rich McKay needed to leave too. This ain't one-headed snake. This is a hydra. We got a hydra of bad management. Arthur Smith was one head of that hydra. Cut off one head and two grows back. Hail Hydra. Hail Hydra. Guys, I'm starting to wonder about my owner. He can't sit here and not give Terry full responsibility of trying to get the new coach. And he vet out all the players, all the coaching prospects to fit what he's drafting. Again, you're going to tie Terry hands behind his back. Roller Tape said the Falcons just hired Jerry Glanville. Stop it. Hit the Dirty Bird Falcons franchise. You believe in Arthur Blank, who fired Dan Reeves, and been getting unexperienced coach one after another, Jim Moore Jr. I like Mike Smith personally, but then Dan Quinn, Bobby Petrino, the list goes on. Rich McKay is out of touch with picking coaches. And this man is steadily, firmly there, having his hand in decisions, moving this team forward. We all know that Tony Dungy built that championship team. Time to be great again, Prosper. What's up, 2.0? Appreciate you coming in, fam. Welcome back to the stream. It's sounded for you. Let's go, man. Black Monday started at 12:05 sharp. Arthur Blank was not playing. Get up out of here, bro. At least he let the man ride back on the team plane. But yeah, it's going to be a true exit interview for him. You know, they always had the exit interviews of the guys at the locker and stuff like that. You'll see Arthur Smith with a box, with a cardboard box, emptying out his drawers. 2.0 says, Rich McKay does need to go. Hopefully Terry has a majority rule on this. No, he doesn't. From the statement that came out, Arthur Blank and Rich McKay will be heading the new coaching search with Terry input. How do you guys feel about that? Now, if that happened, little shiesty, then yeah, I would be happy. Yeah, 2.0 is like, dang it. Well, if they do have an 8th pick, they should be able to get their quarterback, not Williams or May, but probably either right now, Jaden Daniels on several like mock drafts I've seen, Jaden Daniels and Penix have failed to them. I'll be happy with either one. I would prefer Jaden Daniels just because he got less injury prone. You know what I'm saying? But if the Falcons want to move up from 8 to number 3, that's more plausible than moving up from 8 to number 1. So if they move up to number 3 and get the Cardinals pick, because the Cardinals going to pick a wide receiver. And in my opinion, I think Chicago are keeping Fields. And if Chicago is keeping Fields, we won't even have to trade up to get Jaden Daniels. He will literally fall in our laps. Lil Shicey said an NFC South team could be interesting in a hiring of Bieniemy. Yeah, I agree. Because Bieniemy turned Sam Howell, who's a Ritter type talent, at least talent scale, he turned him into a 4,000-yard passer. And if you look at Kansas City, what everybody said that Andy Reid did all the play calling, which I thought he did too, but that team looked different without Bieniemy. Can't no one say differently as you seen Kansas City with and without Bieniemy as the offense coordinator. So, guys, while we rejoice in Arthur Smith being fired, we also have to draw pause because Arthur Blank and Rich McKay are going to be ahead of the scouting and going to get their new coach. Does anyone in here have faith? And, guys, I'm going to open this up. If you guys want to come on, let me get Collab Cam. I apologize. Let's get Collab Cam up. I want to hear from the people, not as just in chat. If you guys want to come on, then you can. This is impromptu. I understand it's in the middle of the night, but dang it, it's on and popping. I need Terry Fontenot to be knee-deep into the draft. You know what I'm saying? Nose to the grindstone. If anybody's going to work out all of these quarterbacks, it need to be the Falcons. No stone unturned. Terry still has his job by the skin of his teeth. And I promise you, if he didn't sign Jesse Bates, he will be out of here too. Because when you really think about it, outside of getting Jesse Bates, and the pick that really made sense, outside of Bergeron, because Bergeron was a great pick also. Bergeron, Clark Phillips, even though he had a bad game this game, versus big receivers, he's been pretty decent when he started. The best pickup he's had was Jesse Bates. That's the best defensive pickup since John Abraham. So that's why I'm kind of thinking, hold on, let's see. I'm missing some chats. I apologize. Let me scroll down a little bit. The Shiesty said, Arthur Smith, you will not be missed. Worst head coach I ever seen in Falcons in a very long time. The Lions, Ben Johnson. The Dolphins, Frank Smith. Commanders, Bieniemy are on the clock. Yeah, I feel you. All right, Big Debo said, here's my next issue. Who y'all give contracts to? Because AJ don't deserve a big bag, in my opinion. Okudah don't deserve to come back either. Nah, Okudah's gone, man. Jeff Okudah lost his job to a rookie. He's gone. They're not paying him. Jeff Okudah's gone. He didn't even play. I think he didn't play in the last 3 games or barely played. I don't remember his name even being called out yesterday. Mafi, what up, fam? I see you. Mafi back in the building. Let's get it. He said inbounding. It was bound to happen. You can't be that bad with 5 different quarterbacks. Fact, Mafi. Facts. Big Debo say Phillips was good today. He just was smaller than the receivers. Yeah, he was there. He just didn't get his head around. And as he get better, but AJ slipped, which would have been an obvious pick. He could have ran it back probably to the 15, 20, 35-yard line the way he stopped, but he just slipped and fell. Touchdown. That was an obvious pick that he missed. Lil Shiesty said all season plan. Trade for Justin Fields. I don't think that Chicago's gonna trade Justin Fields, guys. And I wouldn't give a first-round pick for Justin Fields. I wouldn't. I would give a second, 2 seconds. Second this year, second next year. I would give, hopefully, if the Jaguars re-sign Ridley got over 1,000 yards this season, so hopefully they re-sign him. If not, Ridley's going to Kansas City, 100%. I can see it already. If the Jaguars don't get him, he's going to Kansas City. You say we might as well draft a cornerback. Nah. We got to draft a quarterback. We can't keep playing musical chairs. In a quarterback draft that got potentially 4 franchise quarterbacks, we can't do that. We got to stop this. Even if it's Michael Penix with injury histories. You know, that happened in Indiana. Since he's been in Washington, he's been one of the best quarterbacks statistically in college, back-to-back seasons. My fear is once he wins this national championship, and I'm picking Washington, make sure y'all join us later on today. We will have a national championship game live here commentating. I feel like Michael Penix is going to win the championship. He's going to skyrocket up. And he might be right there neck and neck with Jaden Daniels on who people want to pick. His arm talent reminds me of C.J. Stroud. What's up, Dad? I see you. So glad that Arthur Smith is gone. Me too, Dad. That's why I did this impromptu stream. Shout out to Shonda for making a quick thumbnail so we can have it up. Logan Taylor will get you cut unless they can have a great passing coordinator. Nah. Yeah, that's why Arthur Smith is fired. Because he came into this season with Logan, Taylor, and Desmond as your only hope at quarterback. That's a fireable offense, especially when you didn't play them during the regular season. During preseason. More so. So you can't sit back and say, well, I'm going to make you just a head coach and you get an offensive coordinator. No, because your judgment is bad as a head coach by doing that. Terry's job is saved because he got Jesse Bates. And he probably was instrumental with getting Ryan Nielsen and Jerry Gray here for the defense. So with that alone, he gets to save his job. Brian People says, why do you think Terry Fontenot was even on the hot seat? Because if you go back, Brian Peoples, if you go back and look at our drafts, they've been very poor. Cal Pitts, while a great talent, was not worth the 4th-round pick. And Terry Fontenot admitted in the Athletic story last week, because it's a new week now, that him and Arthur Smith agreed to build around the aging Matt Ryan, and that's why they drafted Cal Pitts. They didn't have the foresight to see when they got in the building that Matt Ryan was on his leg. That's why you should have drafted Justin Fields. Now you wouldn't even have to trade for him. You already have him here. And guess what? He would have had a year sitting behind Matt Ryan. Would have been instrumental in helping in his growth. When he went to Chicago, he didn't have no one to learn from. And he didn't have no good quarterback coach either. So he just been winging it. This is the first season, like half of last season, this season is the first time that they really built the offense around him. So, yeah. Lil Shiesty said Rich McKay need to leave. That's the common denominator right there is Rich McKay. I do not trust Rich McKay going in and being a part of the evaluation for a new quarterback. I just don't. And I see they try to copy your style, babe, on the Fire. They didn't even get all fancy either, babe. Literally, the Falcons copies your thumbnail. Look at that. They just used another picture. Yeah, they just use another picture. They copy your thumbnail, babe. Straight up 100%. What's up, Matthew? Long time no see. I see you, fam. Larry, did my dreams finally come true? Did we finally get rid of a head coach who wasted super high talented draft picks on tight ends, running backs, and even that we didn't even need? But guess what, Matthew? Matthew, you're very informative and thoughtful. Did you see the interview with Terry Fontenot with The Athletic last week during the middle of the week? He said that him and Arthur Smith are 50-50 on the picks. And both of them agreed that they got Kyle Pitts to help Matt Ryan. They did not have the foresight to say we need to draft this quarterback to be the future, because Matt Ryan is getting on his last legs. Only until they had the whole season with him, and they said, you know what, this might not work with Matt Ryan in my system. And then Terry probably put the bug in his ear about trying to get Deshaun Watson. And then Arthur Blank said, well, yeah, I like that kid. I got a personal relationship. Make it so. But that doesn't happen unless Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot don't come to Arthur Blank and say, we need to make a change. We need to pivot away from Matt Ryan. But they came into this situation. They also said they didn't believe in rebuilding. They said retooling, when this obviously was a rebuild situation. So again, Terry shares blame in this, in my opinion. Not all of the blame, but he shared blame in it. He's on the hottest seat. But we get a new coach. Terry up out of here, we had a bad season. Big Debo asks, next question is the defensive staff going too? Well, what's going to happen is they aren't technically fired yet until like the start of the new season. So technically they're still on the staff. But again, you hired a new coach and he has a right to vet everybody on this staff to see if he wants them. My opinion, if he was smart, he'll probably try to keep Ryan Nielsen and Jerry Gray just because they know the staff and it was a top, 11 to 15 defense this season. And we ain't had that in, over 2 decades. But yeah, I mean, technically, nobody's safe, basically. Murphy said Rich McKay does need to leave. Yeah, he got too much power in the ear, Arthur Blake. Exactly, yeah. And that's the problem with this, man. We're about to repeat. We might repeat the same. Prosper said the thumbnail was dope. Appreciate that. I know Shonda appreciate it. What up, Mark? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. I see you, Mark. What up, fam? Hey, Mark. Mark, you want to come in and chat? Hold up. Did I even put the link up? Hold on. Let me grab this collab cam link. Anybody want to come in and link and holler at me? Come on, man. We all up late. Might as well talk about it. Hold on. Let me go ahead and put this link up there, man. Here we go. Y'all want to go ahead? Come on in here, Mark. Well, I said, thank God. For real. For real, for real. Let's see. I think Arthur Smith screwed up Ritter because he never got a quarterback coach to develop him. Okay, that's fair, Brian Peoples. That's fair. That's a fair statement. But again, I don't think Ritter had the talent to do that anyway, guys. It was going to take Ritter at least 3 to 5 years to be a competent backup. Remember what Tyler Heineke said? He said, man, we got to give Ritter some slack. I know if I would have got thrown in there at this same time, as Ritter did, I would look just as bad as him. But he didn't say just as bad as him. What he said was, I would be confused also. That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what Ritter ceiling is, in my opinion. It's Taylor Heineke. That's who he is, a career backup. Beasley said Quinn Snyder should be next to go. I see you, Beasley, coming in hot. I see you, Beasley. It is the cookout. Do you keep Desmond? No. I do not keep Desmond. I need a comparable veteran that could be the backup that might be able to bounce. Like, I wouldn't mind getting Joe Flacco to come in here and be the backup to help teach a young quarterback the ins and outs. I can't get Matt Ryan. You know what I'm saying? He's doing excellent in the booth, and I'm Matt Ryan. I'm not coming back to be a mentor, especially to the team that betrayed me. But if I can get Joe Flacco or somebody like that who can teach him how to read defenses and stuff like that to help him slow the game down, then yeah, I would do that. But yeah, we can't go in here and basically have an incompetent Ritter ain't even ready to be a backup yet. That's how bad he is right now. And it ain't his fault. He's just not skilled, guys. He's not good enough. He's not good enough, Beasley. We don't have time to develop Ritter. He would never develop with us because we'll be putting 100% in our new quarterback. Okay? He just won't. All right, we got Lil Shiesty. What up, Lil Shiesty? Hey, cut down your microphone, man. Not your microphone, but turn off the duplicate of the stream. Yeah, see, yo, Shiesty, you there?
Yeah.
All right, cool. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Appreciate you coming through. Let's get it. Go ahead, say your piece, man. Yeah, see, you see it, you hear the echo?
Yeah, I hear that. Cool.
Uh, do you have the? So you clicked on the link, but you got the stream because you got to mute your stream.
I mean, my screen okay.
Yeah, mute your stream like window.
Oh yeah, you have the screen window on duplicate. It's on duplicate.
Yeah, you gotta mute that, brother.
Oh, my bad.
Hello? Nah, that's not gonna work, brother. You got too many technical difficulties. Yeah, that's not gonna work, brother.
Oh
I'm
yeah. All
sorry.
right. Now what? Now I think I closed the YouTube stream.
Okay, let's see. Yes, that's better. All right, go ahead, brother. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
I think we should get rid of Ritter because
All right, get rid of Ritter. All right, I'm with you.
and I think we should.
Who do you want to draft though, or do
I
you
would
want
draft.
Justin Field?
I would go in there. If you can't get Justin Fields and free agency, I would go Michael Penix.
All right, I got you. I got you. Okay, so you like Michael Penix over the majority of quarterbacks that we can actually reach. We can't reach Caleb Williams or Drake Mays. So basically, you're saying between Jalen Daniels, you'd rather have Michael Penix, correct?
Yeah, Michael Penix
Okay.
can win the championship tomorrow.
Okay, I got you. I got you. A winning championship type of quarterback. I feel you. I'm not even mad with that, brother. I'm not even mad about that.
And I think our schedule is tough.
Yeah.
Our schedule is gonna be tough next year. That's why we need a better coach. Once we get a better coach, we'll probably make the playoffs.
Now, who would you like to get as a head coach? Would you like Bieniemy? Would you like Jim Harbaugh? Would you like Bill Belichick? Or do you have another? Would you like the? What about we get the Washington coach? They win the championship, and we offer the Washington coach the head job, and we draft Michael Penix. You know, what about that?
We get Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah.
Then we go get Jaden Daniels, not Jaden, Michael Penix.
Yeah, get Michael Penix.
Then go get an offensive coordinator. Make the offensive coordinator Jim Harbaugh.
Oh no! If Jim Harbaugh come in, he'll never be. Jim Harbaugh is not going to leave the Michigan Wolverines to be an offensive coordinator. No. And yeah. And Eric Bieniemy, most likely, in my opinion, he's going to be the head coach of Washington Redskins. Oh, I mean Commanders. Excuse me. If he's not the head coach, then he's going to be the head coach here. Like, Eric Bieniemy, next step is to be a head coach. Everyone sees that Kansas City is not the same team without him. So, in my opinion, if you go get Eric Bieniemy, I don't know who you're going to have as his assistant, But he needs to bring in a quarterback coach. He's going to be the offense coordinator, so they don't need an offense
That's what we've
coordinator.
been needing. We've been needing a quarterback coach.
Yeah. So I'm sure he'll bring in a quarterback coach that can be in the ear of whoever that shares the same philosophy. And also, Airbnb coaches hard. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of those commander players that were saying he was too hard on them. They was whining about practice and stuff like that in preseason, trying to toughen them up. So we need that in this. I mean, I would like Airbnb. I think he's a no-nonsense guy. He kind of reminds me of the offensive version of Mike Tomlin. You know what I'm saying? So if we could get him, yeah, exactly. We need somebody who can set.
Mike Tomlin, strict.
Oh, I would love Mike Tomlin.
Exactly.
But I think Airbnb could be an offensive version of that, man. Excellent call, man. Thank you for getting on, brother. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you getting on. You have a great and blessed night. Let's see if somebody else going to get on, man. So thank you, man, for getting on. Appreciate you.
Yep.
All right. Peace. All right, man. Let's go, man. Great call, man. Appreciate you coming on, Lil Shiesty. That was awesome, man. Appreciate you coming on. Don't be a stranger to the stream. All right. It's still open, guys. The channel is open. If you guys want to come in, just go ahead and click on that link. Let me go and pin this. Oh, I can't even pin it at the top for some reason. But anyway, yeah, let me go. I'm missing some. So we fumbled on Deshaun and Lamar Jackson. You know what, Mafi? The thing about it, I'm glad we fumbled on Deshaun because he ain't the same quarterback. Mafi said Matt Ryan did good. All right, Dad, I'm not worried about that, Dad. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? The offense did, but the defense did no justice. Yeah, keep Ryan Nielsen, get rid of Ritter. Mark says, hire that coach. Let's have a very specific quarterback mind. Yeah, that's why I said Bieniemy will be coach. Ooh. All right, we got Mark in here, and then we got Mark. Hold up, Mafi, and then Mark. All right, so Mafi was up first because he's on the first line. We're going to put Mafi up. All right, what up, fam? I see you. And then Mark, you up next, all right?
What's going on?
What up, Mafi? Oh, happy day. Oh, sir, midnight. You up out of here.
I thought it was going to be like one of them afternoon decisions on Monday.
Yeah, reports were coming out of Adam Scheffler that Arthur Blank and Arthur Smith were going to have a meeting in the afternoon today, you know. And I was already thinking, okay, I'm going to make an impromptu stream just in case that happened. But it happened tonight, right at around 12:05. So, yeah, Arthur Blank wasn't playing. And they probably fired him on the plane ride back. They said, we're going to wait until 12:00 whatever to announce it. But start packing your stuff, you know what I'm saying, basically.
Oh, yeah, they said, you know, everybody went to the locker room, they put their gear up and stuff, and coaches is sitting there, like, finishing up their offices, and Mr. Blank just knocked on that door and was like, hey, can I speak to you for a second?
Yeah, basically.
You know?
Yeah.
But, you know, that's what it's supposed to happen, man. You can't go 21 and 30 over 3 years and expect, with 3 years of horrible offenses and expect, you to retain your job. This is a performance-based league, man, and they're going to get you out of here, man, if you ain't performing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
The evaluation, they need to evaluate it. We need a wide receiver coach, man, because TJ Yates, he's a quarterback. He's never really played wide receiver like that. Like, what y'all doing?
Yeah, we always doing backward stuff like that, man.
Dave Ragone, he can't coach quarterbacks. They
Nope.
should have got him out of here before they fired Arthur Smith. And
Facts.
Arthur Smith, maybe fighting for Dave Ragone, probably, got him, fired himself.
Mafi, ain't no way Dan Quinn coming back. Stop it. That's all I want to ask you on that. Dan Quinn is not coming back, brother.
He shouldn't, but yeah,
no.
People are saying like Dan Quinn, because the stuff that he's doing with Dallas, that he might. But people got to take in consideration of, he got the pieces in Dallas. Dallas is doing good because the play calling matches the pieces that's on the field, man.
Matthew's asking about Tomlin being available. I don't know, man. It seemed like since he made the playoffs, he's not gone. You know what I'm saying? That's just a wish list that I was saying. But if he
Yeah,
did make it, they always talking about Tomlin might be fired for the past 3 years, but he always seemed to wiggle his way and get a winning season. That dude know how to build a culture, so of course I want him. You know what I'm saying? Um,
absolutely.
yeah, Big
Everybody
Debo said
rooting
we
for
got to
him.
develop. But
But
guys, Mafi, I want to ask you, how do you feel about Rich McKay leading the way on getting our new head coach? Is that a recipe for a disaster? What say you, sir?
thinking about it, man, the only thing Rich McKay has influenced, he had the Julio Jones pick. That was him with Thomas Dimitroff. They said that he got Matt Ryan in here, and before that, he was working with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when they won the championship. But he hasn't done the same thing that he did in Tampa Bay when he was the general manager over there. Because he built that defense, or the defense already set with Tony Dungy, and
Yeah,
he
yeah,
cultivated even more. And got in John Gruden, who wanted his pieces and his system ran.
yeah,
So he hasn't really done that. He's ever since Rich McKay been there, and when he retired from the Falcons, it's always been a either we get the opposite. We get the good defensive coach with bad offense, or good offensive coach with bad defense.
Oh, what's up,
It's something
CeeLo?
to say with that. Something to say with that. And he's always in Mr. Blank's ear. Mr. Blank needs a very I don't know, new age approach, but he needs some fresh ideas in his ear, not this old guard, that Rich McKay's
Yeah,
doing, man. Because it hasn't been working since he's been back.
I agree with you, brother. I agree with you. We got my boy on the go with CeeLo. He's a Titan fan, streamer. CeeLo said Arthur Smith comes back to the Titans as the OC. King Henry stays. Henry leads the Titans to the Super Bowl and has 2,000 rushing yards. Tighten up. What's up, CeeLo? How you doing, man? Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, you can have him. Matter of fact, he's already on his way on a FedEx truck back to Memphis. So guess what, man? You guys can have him. He got to pass through Nashville anyway to go to Memphis. So yeah, he can stop right there. Y'all can have him. Good riddance. Grimy Dog said Washington. Get Bieniemy. Yeah. You're getting Bill. I don't know if we're getting Bill Belichick. James Abrams said you should go out and get Ben Johnson from the Lions. Hopefully. Man, you know what? I'm tired of rookie coaches. I'm sorry. I can't stomach them right now. I need an experienced coach. But yeah, that's just me. But I don't want Josh McDaniels, though. I don't want that. Go get Ron Rivera. All right, Zach Potato, you on one more troll post for getting banned from my stream. That's your last warning. And if I see it before I stroll down, you're going to be banned. All right. Let's go. You got anything else, brother? Because we got people on the line that want to get on also.
No, I mean, final thoughts is Arthur Blank. He needs to make the best decision. Him and really listen to what Terry, has to say. Give Terry. People are iffy about Terry, but
Yes,
Terry
babe.
could bring in Ryan Nielsen. Let Terry build that offense. Give him a coordinator. Get him a coach. Let's see what he can do. And if that fails, then proceed accordingly.
Okay.
That's it.
I agree with you, brother. All right. Well, hopefully the Arthur Blank and Rich McKay can get us a good coach. I'm not sure about it, but hey, it's better than having Arthur Smith. So hey, there's hope. At least there's hope. All right, brother. Thank you for coming in as always. I appreciate your input as always, and thank you for supporting the Dixon Way as always, man. Thank you, thank you. All right. Now we got my man Mark in the building. What up, Mark? Hold up. Hold on. Let me get the source. There we go. There go my man Mark. What up, Mark? What's going on, fam? This is your first time I had you on, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, that's what's up, man. So let's bust it up, man. How you feeling about it? I see you cheesing, so I'm sure you happy. But let's get in the weeds of it. What do you think about? Because I'm gonna ask everyone who get on this joint. What do you think about Rich McKay and Arthur Smith heading that firm again to go get us the new head coach?
Yeah, I mean, I think like Mafi said, it's like you kind of want some new young blood kind of helping making these decisions, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say, man. Obviously, Rich McKay is doing something right for Arthur Blank to continue to trust in him. So it's hard to say, but I mean, I think like a lot of us, a lot of us don't trust it. We think he's a part of the issue. I know a lot of us think Arthur Blake's part of the issue. So
Oh my goodness,
either
no
way,
one can hear it. Oh, hold on. People said they couldn't hear. Wow, my bad. It's just low. Okay, babe. Let me turn. I can turn it up. Hold on. Hold that thought. Hold on. Let me turn it up. My bad. It's low.
are you
I
good?
apologize. Now I apologize about that. Lil Shiesty and Mafi, because you guys came on and the volume was down. So I apologize about that for everybody in the chat and you guys who came on. All right, go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, just like Mafia was saying, I mean, you would want some new, fresh blood coming in, helping make these decisions because, you know, it's the same two guys essentially, making the decision with Arthur Blank and Rich McKay, the
Mm-hmm.
past, 15, 16 years, it seemed like probably longer than that. But I mean, as long as Arthur Blank's here, I think he's probably the biggest issue. And obviously he's not going anywhere. But yeah, man, I was half asleep when the notification came through, and I hopped up out of bed. So, and first thing I did was hop on YouTube. I saw you was going live, so definitely
Oh
excited
yeah.
to see the news, and then excited to see you live. Talking about this.
Oh yeah, man. Definitely, man. I was super pumped. I saw it. I had my homie hit me up who a Cowboys fan. He was like, "Yo, Arthur Blank has been fired." I was like, "What?" So I said, "Hold on, I got to make a third." And then I saw as I was making the stream, I saw Big Low pop up. I saw Uncle Steve pop up. So I know everybody going live. I was like, I cannot
Yeah,
not go live though. I'm up. This is huge
right,
news. Why do it feel like we made it to the playoffs, bro?
man. It feels like we got the number one pick. I don't know
For
what it
real.
is, but I think it's exciting because I think we all know a new head coach means a new quarterback, and that's what I was saying in the comments. Whoever we get, man, I hope that we just get a guy that has an idea of who they want. Like they have a clear vision, not like Arthur Smith when his ego was so big and he thought he could work with anybody. Like,
Yeah, he
no,
did.
we need a coach that says, I need this guy. And I know that right now we're sitting at probably like the 8th pick. But in my opinion, whoever we get, we need to be willing to do whatever it takes to get the quarterback that he thinks he needs. So when I think about, some of these coaches, I'm thinking about, like you said, Washington, the guy in Washington.
Yeah,
Maybe we
Bieniemy. Yeah,
get him and we bring in Penix, or maybe Harbaugh. You go get Harbaugh. He gets his quarterback, even though I'm not really the biggest fan of JJ, but
yeah,
just get someone that knows what they're doing and get someone that can build a staff, man. Like
yeah. I'm
this
not a
whole
fan of
idea that
JJ
you're gonna
McCarthy
have,
either.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I'm not a big JJ, but I do think if that's what it takes to get Harbaugh, then you pull that trigger. You know, you
yeah,
pull
yeah,
that
yeah,
trigger and you trust
yeah,
that he's gonna build a staff. 'Cause I think that's what we need, man. We don't need a Dave Ragone ever on our staff. That type of coach where
yeah.
it's like you're not qualified, but we're gonna put you in this position. Like, nah, we need a head coach that can build a staff and has a vision on what they want from that quarterback position.
Yeah. Um, I'm just thinking like I know we need a coach that needs to be able to build culture. We can I just don't think we can bring in a coach that's like really wet behind the ears. The only one that I would say that I would even be like Brian Flores. He got fired after
Mm,
having winning seasons. You know what I'm saying? So I would like Brian Flores. But again, I need somebody in here that can develop a culture of winning here. That's what the Falcons are missing. So we got a lot of pretty pieces. That's why I would say Airbnb. But again, I know one thing. I know that Jim Harbaugh won't misuse Bijan. He won't.
mm,
I don't think
yeah.
he'll misuse him, and he's our most talented offensive piece right now. Until we get a real franchise potential quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Bijan is the best talent on offense on this team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to
Yeah,
have
see,
a
the only thing about
yeah. Go
Eric
ahead.
is, man, I feel like it kind of feels almost like Arthur Smith. It feels like that's like an experiment. Like I think he can be successful, but like I don't think this is the team for him. Like I don't think this is a good fit for him. Like I kind of like you said, I think we need like more of an established guy that has a clear idea. You know, he has a blueprint. Because I mean, Eric, it sounds good, but man, I think the last thing we need to do is hire an offensive type of guy, hire a defensive type of guy. We need to focus on finding a head coach, a leader of men that can build a staff. So you can put an offensive coordinator in place, you can put a defensive coordinator in place, and then you just focus on leading the team. Like I don't think we need a guy calling plays. Like we need a guy just focused on, like you said, building the culture and focus on like managing the games, man.
Yes.
Like
So you're under the feeling like Bieniemy would kind of be like getting Arthur Smith. Uh, I can see how you mean, man. My only thing is I've noticed a complete difference between Kansas City with Bieniemy gone and when they were there. They were so dynamic with the weapons they had. Even when they lost Tyreek Hill, they still was dynamic. Now, it seemed like that toughness that Bieniemy demanded on the wide receivers that was there. Now that he's gone and they got, a nicer coach or whatever, they done got a little lax. They done got worse. You know what I'm saying? So with the drops and stuff like that. Even Kelsey is starting to drop balls, losing that focus, that championship focus. And sometimes, if you got that coach that's an a-hole about it, but he gets the best out of you, because you want to shut him up and don't want to hit his mouth no more, sometimes you need that. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like Bieniemy is that type of coach. But again, I would prefer a head coach that's already been through it, kind of like the Dan Reeves situation. You know what I'm saying? We went through so many young coaches and stuff like that prior to, we got kind of a little shell shock. We went through what's his name? With too legit Jerry Glanville. That then we went the other way, and they said, you know what? Let's go ahead and get Dan Reeves, get us a Super Bowl. At least a Super Bowl getting there. He never won one, but at least he got there before. He, coached under Landry, old school. We got to build up a culture. That's what that was all about. Build up a winning culture. You know what I'm saying? Now they built that up. They went to the Super Bowl with Chandler. Jamal Anderson got hurt. Other people's left, and then they got bad. They're able to get Mike Vick. He got Mike Vick, had Mike Vick on the right path, and then Arthur Blank wanted to get his own coach. He inherited Dan Reeves.
True.
And then once Mike Vick got hurt, we had a bad season. They gave him a way out for firing the coach. And that's the problem that I see, man. Rich McKay is still here helping Arthur Blank, you know what I'm saying, make moves. And it's just like Rich McKay was his first GM, and he's still here. He failed up. Like, how do you fail up? You know what I'm saying? He failed up. So I guess his greatest thing that Rich McKay did was to get Thomas Dimitroff, who until drafted Matt Ryan. That was kind of a no-brainer since they just lost, Mike Vick. They had to get a quarterback, you know what I'm saying? And Matt Ryan fell in their laps. So I think the biggest, boldest thing he did was went out and got Julio. That was a big, bold move, you know what I'm saying? Now ultimately it didn't pay off in a championship, but he did get us to the Super Bowl. So it did pay off for us at least getting a Super Bowl appearance. 1 out of 2 in our franchise history. So I'm looking at the current situation. I think that's why Rich McKay ultimately still has his job. Because he hired Rich McKay, who basically drafted Matt, and Julio. And I think
Yeah.
Arthur Blank values the guys that sit in the booth with him. He values them more when he hires them first. You feel me? And Rich McKay was his first hire. Also, Rich McKay, I think the main reason why he won't get Rich McKay, because I think around NFL circles that Rich McKay is next up to be the NFL commissioner. Like if they vote
Mm.
out, yeah, Rich McKay is the head of the what is the some board, the competition board.
Yeah, the
So
competition
that I
committee.
mean, yeah. So that's the next step is be commissioner. So they ever get rid of
Mm.
Goodell, it's gonna be Rich McKay. And if you want to have Super Bowls and in Mercedes Benz and stuff like that, you got to have that dude in your right pocket. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I think he's never gotten rid of him personally.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got my
Yeah.
man
And that's real.
Ryan up in the building. He's saying in New York. He said I'm cooling up in NYC. Currently loving the news that I got the stroke of 12. Son is violent, unemployed, good ridden to bad rubbish. Shout out to the Birdcage, Ryan, the historian out there doing his thing. I always check him out on Thursday when I'm not streaming, so y'all should too. Appreciate that comment. So go ahead, man. I'm just gonna go over some chats and stuff like that. People popping in.
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought you made a great point. Like maybe that's what it really is. Like he has that experience finding that franchise quarterback. Um, so Arthur Blank is valuing that, and he's gonna basically use him to train Terry Fontenot and use his guidance to find that quarterback and find that coach, and then I mean just go from there. I mean, I feel like that's just the only formula that we have, man, is figuring out what coach you like and what quarterback does that coach like. Like when you interviewing guys, I think that's going to be the interview. Because I mean, again, like when you look at Eric and you look at some of these quarterbacks coming out, if we get Eric, who would you match him up with? Would it be one of these rookies, or are you going to go get him, try to make a move for maybe like a Sam Howell, try to bring? Because again, to me, it got to be some type of package deal with this coach. Like hypothetically, in hindsight, when
Yeah.
we got Arthur Smith, uh, Derrick Henry should have came with him. Like I feel like that's the trend that you just have to move in. Like there has to be some type of package. There has to be some type of understanding. So with Eric, because I do like Eric potentially, what quarterback would you pair him with?
I would pair him with Jaden Daniels of Penix. He'll do better because both of those guys are more similar to Patrick Mahomes than Sam Howell ever was. And see, I look at Sam Howell as Ritter, but he got almost 4,000 yards out of Ritter. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's how I look at Sam Howell. He was drafted in the 5th round. He was drafted 2 rounds after Ritter. Remember, Ritter outgained him in the game we lost to Washington. But he got Sam Howell to play within himself enough. I mean, he's still a turnover machine, but he got him to play enough to not play losing football, you know. Well, they still had a bad record, but they were better than us. So in the grand scheme of things, I would love to see him get his hand on a dynamic passer because I've seen what he can do with Patrick Mahomes. So I think he could scheme it up. Now Mafia said, I agree with Mark. I wonder if Eric isn't a head coach that has been thrown through 5 cycles and no one wants to give him a chance. Almost blackball. You want to know why? Because he has a very off-putting type of attitude from what I heard. Like he's rigid. He's a real rigid coach. I think he's like the offensive version of Tomlin. He's gonna be very matter of fact. He ain't gonna sugarcoat something. And a lot of owners and stuff like that probably are used to people kissing their butts when they come in for an interview. You know what I'm saying? But this guy, he trusts in his skill. I don't know, man. I don't think he's like the end all be all. 330 said, do we have management team properly fill this coaching position? No, we do not. I don't want Rich McKay ahead of this, but Arthur Blank already came out with a statement like him and Rich McKay are going to lead the team with some input from Terry. So that means Terry, again, Terry is the capologist. That's what Terry is, guys. That's what Terry is. He's a capologist. Okay? Arthur Blank, that's his flip. He will always hire the coach. We will never be rid of that. Period, point blank. Mike asked, who would I hire within? I would probably keep Ryan Nielsen and Jerry Gray. Would you give AJ the bag? Has he played up to the standards? Did you think of a number one corner overall? Not just this game, because we can't be prisoner of the moment and saw him get barbecue chicken today. But over the season, do you think he's worth top corner money, like top 5 corner money?
I mean, if I'm his agent, absolutely. But if I'm Terry Fontenot, I can't give him that money because, we have young pieces that filled in well, or we're solid, So it's just unfortunate. I think he's a good corner, man. I think he's gonna get paid, but I don't think Atlanta should give him the money. I don't think.
Okay, I respect it. I think AJ is a good enough corner. I think AJ, he has been getting cooked, but I also feel like AJ is a product of a very poor pass rush. I think AJ and this entire secondary will be much better if we actually had a pass rush, man. These guys, every sack, majority of the sacks we had this season are coverage sacks. I'm just being honest, man. Especially later on this season. There's been a lot of coverage sacks, bro. So when I look at it, I feel AJ will be better with a better pass rush. A pass rush helps the corners and the safeties. It's not the opposite way around. There have been defenses that secondary helps pass rush, but most of the time, you need a dominant pass rusher to help the secondary. We had somebody to go back there and hunt, then I think it'll be better. Then Ryan comes back. Birdcage, he says, at this point, we need to let Fontenot bring his own quarterback, and Blank and McKay has destroyed this organization, period. McKay got to go. So we got a lot of people on the get rid of Rich McKay train. You know what I'm saying? Eric Bush said they're probably going to try to pull a college coach. Yeah, they might. And I think, all right, Mafia brings up Steve Wilkes. Hey, Steve Wilkes did an excellent job with the Panthers and wrongly got fired. I wouldn't be opposed to that. You know what I'm saying? Because the defense that was horrible this year with the Panthers looked great under him. So looked like he was trying to get them in the right direction, but they just didn't want to give him the job. 330 said, I still say it's weird the way McKay is conflicted of interest, at least for us. Exactly it is. Because if you fire him, then you get on the bad side of the future commissioner of the league. You know what I'm saying? But he keeps pulling these bull job coaching hires, so I don't know, man. I can't let him, I don't want him vetting the coaches, basically. I need Terry to do that. You're going to fire Terry. You're going to have Terry out here trying to work with another coach who he may not agree with the philosophies and trying to get him to try to draft for another coach. If it's a GM, you gotta let him pick or at least have greater input than Rich McKay.
Yeah. The wording on that presser was crazy. And I think it's kind of a red flag again. I think Arthur Blank is the problem. It really don't matter who we bring in. Because, again, that was the same thing we did not last season, 3 years ago when we hired Arthur Smith. That wasn't Terry's guy. But, now we see when Terry has some input, he brings in a guy like Ryan Nielsen, we see the results.
Exactly.
Like you said, with the cap,
Yeah.
Even with defensive additions, all these guys from New Orleans, it's no coincidence. David Amiano, impact player.
Yeah.
Caden Ellis, impact player. All these guys from New Orleans. So, maybe that is, maybe Ryan Nielsen, interviews well. and he gets his shot. And, the whole time it really is a Terry fought no hire, essentially.
Yes.
Because, I mean, in your opinion, do you think Ryan Nielsen can be that Matt LaFleur that basically what I'm saying is that coordinator we had and we let go, he goes somewhere else and we end up regretting it?
Mm-hmm. I kind of feel like that, man. I think that Ryan Nielsen, he could be up for interviewing. It would be a derelict of duties if they did not interview Jerry Gray and Ryan Nielsen.
Mhm.
But the best parts of this team was the defense. Now, with that, those guys would have to have a plan in place to get a dynamic offensive coordinator in here, you know. So,
Mm.
but the thing is, like Ben Johnson, people talking about the Lions, I don't think he's going to leave the Lions to come here and be the offensive coordinator. If he leaves, he's going to be the head coach. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not sure about that either. But yeah, and I don't want Jim Harbaugh. Somebody said that that if you get Jim Harbaugh, then he's gonna want McCarthy. And I'm not really fond of McCarthy. 330 asked, he said, do the coaches apply for these jobs or they recruit? They recruit. So see what happened is they get a firm that put together all these names, and then Rich McKay is the head of that firm. And then Rich McKay looks over all the names, and then he picks out names to get to Arthur. And then off of that, Arthur's influence on whichever ones Rich McKay thinks is going to be all right. And then they bring those guys in. You know what I'm saying? They'll bring in and you know what? The Falcons interviewed Bieniemy earlier with Rich McKay, and they didn't want to give him the job. So I don't think that the feelings and stuff is going to change. That's why I think Bieniemy won't be here, because they said that it was a very bad interview.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Arthur Blank is treating this like he do Home Depot. He wants to interview everybody when really all he should come in and do is shake the hand of the guy who's going to be and say, okay, we're going to have this last talk. But pretty much my GM already signed on you. But you got to have this last talk with me to make me understand why you're the guy. But overall, the decision should already be made. It should be made by the GM, because he's supposed to be the architect of this team, not the owner.
Right.
Yeah, and you get a GM you get a head coach without the GM's ultimate decision making. You got the president of football operations and Rich McKay that's basically vetting all these guys. Then what are we doing? What are we really doing? We're repeating the same thing over and over again. You know, what's the definition of insanity? You know what I'm saying? To do something over and over again and expect a different outcome. You know? And here we go again. Here we go again. I mean,
How do you feel about Belichick?
Belichick?
Is that possible?
Belichick would definitely breed a certain type of style and build a Falcons way. You know what I'm saying? He will build a Falcons way. It'd be the Bill Belichick way. But what I will say is, I don't feel like Bill would ever draft a quarterback early, because
True.
how he looked up and got Tom Brady, he feels like he can do that. Okay? And the way he fumbled his bag on Tom Brady and how he treated his young quarterbacks once McDaniels left, I don't trust him, man. I remember Bill Belichick before Brady, and now we just seen him without Brady. And I'm kind of under belief that that's who Bill Belichick is. He just was fortunate to have the best quarterback and fortunate to play against dumb teams. They handed over Super Bowls. Like Seattle and the Falcons handed over Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? Just handed over.
Real.
So
He's
fortunate to have the greatest quarterback of all time and play against two dumb coaches. You know what I'm saying? Within the span to get two out of his 6 Super Bowls. So yeah, I'm not really a believer of Bill, to be honest. But I do feel like he can build a culture here. but I don't think he would ever get a quarterback early in the first round. I just don't think he'll do it. He'll come in here and do what he always do. Trade out of the picks, build up picks, and try to build up a defense. That's where he's at, and try to get him a game manager. He'll probably go get Russell Wilson or somebody else to come in here and be the backup quarterback. He might try to go get Jimmy Garoppolo broken down self. Because remember, he was trying to get Jimmy Garoppolo to stay, you know what I'm saying? But San Francisco gave up so much they had to trade him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But again, Bill Belichick is from the school of trade down and collect more picks to build my team. And that's what he would do. So yeah, I don't trust him. And a guy who's gonna make a former defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, I don't trust that dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you thinking you wanted Belichick?
No. I mean, because as of today, I'm sure he's still the coach. We would have to trade for him. We would have to. That's when we could acquire him. So I definitely want to trade for a coach. But man, I'm at the point now, man. I really think that Arthur Smith is a terrible offensive coordinator.
Yes.
I honestly think that we could bring in an average play caller.
Yeah. So
I think we can bring in an average play caller, and our offense will be 10 times better, even with Ritter. So to me, I think you promote Ryan Nielsen. No. I'm not a Ritter supporter. I'm just saying that's how bad I think.
Okay, I got you.
Arthur Smith put Ritter in. He just put him
I got
in
you. He put him in bad positions. I agree. And James agreed with you also. It's a lot of people that agree with you about Bieniemy, feeling like it'll be the same move as getting Arthur Smith, the hot, young, prospect, offensive coordinator that's really not a head coach. Okay, I got you, man. It's a lot of people agree with you. You spitting fire. Mark spitting fire out here. James Abraham said, I don't trust our ownership anyways, though. Wow. There's a lot of people is real sketchy about Rich McKay or Arthur Blank picking the team. Grammy Dog said, yeah, a lot of teams have godlike edge rushers, and we don't. Amen. We haven't had a pass rusher since Abraham, exactly. Lil Shicey said next year we'll have Campbell, Amimata, Grady, and Grady Garrett. I don't think Grady's going to be here. What do you think about that? I think he's going to be a cap casualty. We're going to move him. Do you agree or disagree?
It depends. Like, again, if we bring back Ryan Nielsen, I think a lot of guys may come back.
Okay.
We may pay some guys. We may try to just keep building off of that, this season's success, if you will. Man, I think even Ritter. I think Ritter's going to be back next season. I feel like once guys come in, we interview, they're going to be saying the same things we're saying. Yo, I don't know his name. Arthur Smith was just bad. Like, we're sitting at home. We can see the plays that's coming.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're in a position where we got to completely tear down and start cutting guys, trading guys. I think we just got to just bring in a basic offensive coordinator.
This is not just 30-minute test results for flu COVID-19.
Yeah, my bad. I switched to the game stats so we can, and then the commercial came on. Go ahead.
No, but yeah, just to answer your question, I think a lot of people are going to come back. I think off the top, only guy that I can think that might be on the bubble is Kyle Pitts. I know that's one thing you spoke on early in the season was, his route running ability and him just like half-ass running routes. Like, it's hard to believe. Sometimes he's literally jogging, and it's a pass play. It's not a run play. It's not a draw. It's not a screen going to the opposite side. Like, he's legit running in slow motion. So I think he may be a guy that might be on his way out too, especially with his fifth-year option coming up. But other than that, man, I think most of the roster should be able to come back and build off of this season, man. It just proved that Arthur Smith was just
incompetent. Yeah, he was incompetent. All right, let's get back to some of these. Rich McKay and Blank are the problems. Blank always chooses someone that feels like family, a.k.a. getting too personal with the head coach before he hires the GM. When you need to hire someone that's a good coach. I 100% agree with that, Big Devo. I think we're all in agreement on that. 2.0 say Steve Wilkes with the Panthers surprised me, especially after the disaster he got saddled with in Arizona that 1 year. Facts. Edgar coming in, hell yeah, finally. So yeah, he coming in hot. So yeah, he just saw the news. Y'all don't want Belichick. He might be available. No, I don't. I mean, I know there might be a lot of Falcon fans that disagree with me, but me personally, I don't want Belichick. If Belichick, his decision, I think he ruined Matt personally. That's just my opinion. Both of those quarterbacks had no chance. You make a defensive coordinator. Mac Jones.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think Mac Jones is really good, but I felt like put Matt Patricia as an offensive coordinator when he's been a defensive coordinator his entire career is a sign of arrogance that you really like. It's to the point that Bill Belichick really thought in his heart of hearts that he made Tom Brady. Like, that's what it is. I think they were symbiotic. I think that they needed each other, especially at the beginning of the career. That defense carried Tom Brady to those first 2 Super Bowls, possibly 3. But the last 3 was definitely carried by Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Once Tom Brady reached that one spot around 3 or 4 years into his career, there was no telling Tom Brady anything. Like, Tom Brady was, but see, the thing about it was Tom Brady allowed himself to be coached hard by Bill Belichick. That works with him. There's a one singular moment in time where only one coach and one quarterback that will work with. Because Tom Brady always had a chip on his shoulder, like he was always going to get replaced. Because he didn't want to be replaced like he replaced what was the quarterback he replaced? What was his name again?
Drew Bledsoe.
Drew Bledsoe, yeah. So he didn't want to be the next Drew Bledsoe. You know what I'm saying? So he always had that inner drive to be better and to push his players better. And he was willing to take coaching. But that's why, you know, when he leaves and go to Tampa Bay, he brought that with him. But he won and Belichick hasn't. Actually, Belichick only been to the playoffs, once since he's left. So I mean, Belichick is a Hall of Famer. No one can take away his Super Bowls. All of that. He's winning. He's one of the best defense coordinators of all time. The Giants defense under his tutelage was one of the best of all time, and especially in New England too. We can't deny that. He will build a defense that we've never had before. We will have top 10, top 15 defenses all the time with Bill Belichick. But again, if we're talking about develop a quarterback, that was a singular thing that I just don't know if times is just passing by. Now, it'd be the best coach we ever had. I'll admit that. But yeah, somebody said no to Harbaugh. No to Harbaugh. All right, but go ahead, Mark. I'm just gonna go and highlight these while you talking. All right.
Yeah, no, I mean that's pretty much my thoughts. Like I said, I was half asleep when I was. I was just so excited. I knew, for the most part, it was gonna happen at some point today. I was so surprised that it happened, before I could go to sleep, man. And it's unfortunate because I felt like he should have probably been fired after that Panthers game. I mean, he should have been fired earlier in the season so we could have an idea of like what we really need.
Yes.
Really giving, maybe like you said, Jerry Gray the opportunity to lead the team, giving Ryan Nielsen the chance to lead the team, just to see like what these guys are about. I think that was the unfortunate thing about all this. So I'm glad that they didn't waste any time. They got right to it. And it looks like, man, they're really locking in for the playoffs. Like they want to really see what these guys have, because who knows, maybe we go snatch a guy out of Miami staff, or because every year it's always that one guy that no one ever thought about. It'd be a quarterback coach, and he gets to interview. He interviews well, and kind of find out, just like you said, he coaches hard, or he does this, he does that. I mean, because you think, 16 years ago, it was the same thing with Jim Harbaugh. John Harbaugh. Same thing with Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
These guys were special teams coaches, and now look, they're still head coaches. Coaching in the toughest division in football. So I'm excited for this process, man, and I'm looking forward to, the guys we're not talking about, because I think that's what it's going to be. I don't think we really need, one of these top names. I think our roster, we have too many pieces, right here in place to go get somebody that has already built something. Like, again, when you think of the Ben Johnsons, that was built over a period of time. I don't think Ben Johnson's going to any team and turning them around instantly. I think he's going to probably go to a team with a top pick, and he's going to have 2 or 3 years to do it. I think we can both agree that whoever we get, they're not going to have too much time to figure it out. You pretty much got 8 games, because with our current roster, I mean, we're not too far off. I think most of us agree we're probably a quarterback away from being at the top of this division next season. So, again, that's why I'm excited. I'm excited to find out what coach we're going to get and what quarterback, they're eyeing.
Yeah, man, I agree 100% with you, brother. I appreciate you coming on and spur of the moment, man. You know what I'm saying? The door is always welcome. You want to come in, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, great words. Shout out to Mark, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you coming in, brother. I appreciate
you, man. Shout out to you and the family, man.
Yeah, appreciate you,
man.
Great
work as always. And go Hawks, man.
Yes, sir, man. Oh, my goodness. Let's don't talk about them Hawks.
Quinn Snyder on his way out, too.
We don't know, man. I don't know. But let's don't bring up the Hawks right now. Let's keep the happy mood going with Arthur Smith going. But I appreciate you coming in, brother. Take it easy.
I appreciate you, man.
All right. So let me get to some of these chats that I missed. Shout out to Miss B. Sorry, I was just strolling through late. We were talking. Miss B in the building. What up, cuz? I see you. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome back to the stream. All right. G-Dawg said 330 said other content creators have said that some of the players will leave if Arthur Smith is fired. Who gonna leave? I think everybody, I don't know about that. I might disagree with that. You want to know why? Because I would feel like that Arthur Smith, if I'm a player, that Arthur Smith put us in a bad position to win because he thought he could coach up Ritter or Taylor Heineke. Grim Dawg said Ritter was trash. It wasn't just Arthur Smith. Oh, I agree with that. It was hand in hand. But again, Arthur Smith picked Ritter, you know what I'm saying, to be that dude. So if he picked him to be that dude, that's on him as the head coach. Campbell is old. Okay, yeah, I got you. Campbell's old, but he had 7 sacks. He's probably the best sack person we've had in over a decade. You like the Texas OC, Soggy? Okay, that's what's up. I think the Texas OC just got good because they got the quarterback, bro. They got the quarterback. I think that's why, you know what I'm saying? I think that's why he got good, because they got C.J. Stroud. I think that made him feel more better. Big Debo said it's fair to move on from Grady. Trade him somewhere so he can chase the ring. Yeah, I agree. Let him go. Better trade up and draft a quarterback. None available except for Cincy backup that I can think of that we would want. Yeah, Brownie. Talk about Brownie. Ritter's the backup now and maybe forever. Now, I would get Brownie to be a backup. I need a veteran that can come in and possibly not mess it up like Brownie. You feel me? I would get Brownie. Ritter got to go, man. If we get a young quarterback, we don't have time to develop Ritter. You know what I'm saying? We got to develop our young quarterback. Reggie 2K said Ragone better be gone too. Of course Ragone is gone. He is definitely gone. Campbell leaves. We better keep Grady. Exactly, G-Dog. I agree with that. Okay, so I'm catching back up. I'm catching back to you guys, man. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Mac Jones just sucked. He has no talent. Okay, so he's Ritter. All right, cool. Matthew said, I'll take Bill Belichick and McDaniels combo. They work well together. Patricia's the only one that came OC because McDaniel left. Okay. Well, if that was the case, then yeah, that might work. But maybe McDaniels want to be a coach again. So I don't know if he want to be a head coach. That combo did work. But it'll have to be that combo specifically. You know what I'm saying? Then, yeah, I'll be open to get Bill Belichick then. Flatten all the footballs or whatever you want to do. All right, the players leave because Smith is fired. We don't want them here anyway. Smith offense sucked. Exactly. Drew Bledsoe, yeah. Okay, I'm catching up to you guys now. James Abraham said, I don't agree. I agree. I don't want Belichick personally either. He knows defense, though. I'll give him that. But we got to figure out already. We got that figured out already. It seems like if we retain anyone, it's on that side of the ball. Yeah, I agree with that, James Abraham, 100%. G-Dog said, I agree with Matthew. They need each other. If McDaniels is a weasel and needs to be taken behind the woodshed, but Bill is an old man. Oh, my goodness. The weasel and the old man. Yeah, he's over 70, man. I mean, it's at the end of the road for Bill Belichick, guys. This ain't the beginning of the 2000s, man. He had his run. It was over 20 years. So he's a Hall of Fame head coach. But it's over, man. I don't want Bill Belichick. He's done, man. Grammy Doll said, I wouldn't take a lot of top divisions, but you got to win 9 games. Yeah, in this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'd be easy to win this division. If we need someone from the Mike, Cal, Shanahan coaching tree, they all kick butt. Look at Cal and McVay and McDaniel. It's still an assistant. Okay. Grant Moyer said, sayonara. All right, Grant. Take it easy.
Welcome to the family, shorty.
Appreciate you. Hey, we got it. Mers God 777. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome to the Dixon Way family. Get on that train, shorty, all aboard. Appreciate you, man. Thank you guys coming on this late night impromptu stream. Appreciate every last one of y'all coming in. Bobby Mean said Bieniemy is his choice. Mers said no. It's Ben Johnson from Detroit or Bobby from Houston. Okay, like I said, I think C.J. Stroud made Bobby look better. But yeah, he does know how to use a young, dynamic quarterback. So yeah, if we get him in here, that would be cool. But see, man, I'm not trying to get somebody who's just an offensive coordinator for 1 year. That's pretty much what we did with Arthur Smith. I don't want to do that. Sean Kendrick said Smith was in the wrong and not Dennis Allen. He said he was sorry for no reason. However, Allen is still a bad coach. But if I was Smith, I would have been mad at my defense for letting Nola score F. Arthur Smith. All right, Sean Kendrick, coming in with that fire. I see you, fam. Hey, I agree with you. He had no reason to scream at that coach like that. Stop him. James C. said, Jamal D. said, yo, what's up, Larry? Subscribe earlier after the rant with Smitty. You spoke for all of us 100%. Now look at God, Arthur Smith has hit the road. Yes, sir. Appreciate you coming in. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, Jamal. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome to the Dixon Way family. I appreciate you, brother. All right, James said, I agree. I think CJ is making Bobby better. But I don't know if he's head coaching material. Exactly. That's one season of being an offensive coordinator. That's it, literally Arthur Smith all over again. I don't want that. Nope. He don't know what it entails to be a head coach. Nope. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. C.J. Stroud is also missing his top wide receiver, his old line. This is why I believe Cleveland will beat them again. Okay. Mac 10 for MVP. What's up, man? Appreciate you coming through. Welcome to the stream. It sounds good. It's a late night right now, man. We winding down. I appreciate everybody coming through. You guys are awesome. Ain't nobody told you were awesome. I'll tell you.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of the team.
Yo, what's up, John Morant? Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, this is a late impromptu stream because Arthur Smith had to go. And he got gone at 12:01 Eastern Standard Time. Let's go. Arthur Blank made the right decision. And I got that hymn. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Happy day. When Arthur Smith is gone. When Smith is gone. Oh, when he's gone. When Smith is gone. Oh, when he's gone. When Smith is gone. Hey man, it's a bright day in Atlanta Falcon land, man. I think every content creator jumped on, man. Mac 10 for MVP asks, hey, do you think Bill Belichick is gone? Yes, I do. I think he's done. I think he needs to retire and go into the sunset. If not, Bill Belichick has to go into an organization that already got everything in place. So that is, in my opinion, would be either the Raiders, who got the top wide receiver, and Garoppolo, or whoever they got quarterbacking now. Even though I think Antonio Pierce has earned the job, you know, the owner will probably go to a Belichick or the Chargers. The LA Chargers fit him the most. You know what I'm saying? The LA Chargers fit Bill Belichick the most. Bill Belichick is going to be able to pick his situation. And Bill Belichick is not going to come here and have Arthur Blank and have meetings with Arthur Blank every week. Nah, that's not going to. You don't treat a Hall of Fame coach like that. He fired Dan Reeves. There's no way on God's green earth that he will hire Bill Belichick, who's a more of a rigid coach than Dan Reeves once he came here, because Dan Reeves had the heart attack when he came here. So, you know, like Dan Reeves softened when he came here, guys. So, yeah. Remember, he had the heart attack when we went to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Then he got back, and then he did the Dirty Bird. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. What's my prediction on the college football championship game? I think Washington's going to pull an upset. I think Michael Penix, if you haven't known about him now, you're going to know about him, you know. By now, you're going to know about him after this game. The only way Michigan can win this game is play ground and pound, keep the ball away from Michael Penix, and shorten the game by running the clock out. Don't put the ball in McCarthy's hands, lessen the risk, a.k.a. just treat him like Ritter, to be honest. Treat him like Ritter, and then keep it moving. So, yeah. That's the only way that Michigan, because they can't get in the shootout. They're going to lose a shootout. They're going to lose a shootout. So it's going to be offense versus defense. So it should be a great game, great compelling game. And make sure you tune in today at 7:30 p.m. We will be having a live stream watch party for it. We give you that fire commentary, man. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate the question. All right, Sean Kendrick said, now is the time to get an average quarterback. Imagine the upgrade at quarterback, our offense, and a couple of upgrades on defense. I say we take our division next year. I agree, man. I agree. Man said, I think Michigan, and they can get Washington offense in check. Okay, yeah, they do have a great defense, though. You think Terry has any blame for this? Jeep Rider asked. Yes, I do. I think Terry shares blame in this, man. He's the one that wanted to build around Matt Ryan and draft Kyle Pitts. That's why they drafted him. Him and Arthur Smith agreed. Now, he's not, ultimately, he just gets the players out there, and then Arthur Smith has to apply them correctly. But again, you don't draft a tight end and number 4. You're setting your team up to fail. And then you draft Richie Grant with the 2nd round pick. So your 2 first-round picks are non-factors unless you have a pass rush or you have a quarterback. You see what I mean? So, yeah, it kind of is what it is, man. His drafts have been iffy, but his free agent pickups is what he saved him. Getting Richie Grant, getting Jesse Aminata, Kate Ellis, help scouting the defensive coordinators to come here and help this team. Basically use his connection with the Saints to bring those guys over. That's why he saved his job, okay? That's why he saved his job. But on the draft alone, he should have lost his job. And that's my opinion. Because he said that him and Arthur Smith was equally involved with the draft. So, yeah. Yep. I think he shared blame, but I don't think he was the worst problem. We got rid of the worst problem. Now we're going to see who we get with Rich McKay and Arthur Blank making the coaching hires. That might be actually the biggest problem. It's Rich McKay might be the biggest problem, to be honest. Jamal D say, I think Arthur Smith had a lot of influence over those first-round picks, to be honest. But we went offense because he probably complained that we didn't have weapons to do his job. No, Jamal, actually that was a narrative going all the way up. But Terry Fontenot recently had an interview with The Athletic on a podcast last week. And he basically said that him and Arthur Smith mutually agreed that they were fully behind building behind Matt Ryan. That's why they drafted Kyle Pitts. They drafted Kyle Pitts they basically drafted him for Matt Ryan. And they were openly trying to draft around Matt Ryan. But after having a year experience with Matt Ryan, Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot probably went to Arthur Blank and said, hey, man, I know you love Matt Ryan, but we got to go in a different direction. We got to go in a different direction, and then that's what happened to saying pivot to Deshaun Watson. And after that, it was over. It was a wrap for Matt Ryan here. So in actuality, without Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot putting the bug in the air about going to Deshaun Watson, then we don't know which way this would have went. But if they would have been honest about rebuilding, they also Terry Fontenot said that he did not believe in rebuilding. The concept of rebuilding, him and Arthur Smith didn't believe in that. And they actually said that in their press conference too, if you go back and see the initial press conference with them. So, yeah. And if you go back and look at those drafts, Terry Fontenot was cheering in the war room more than Arthur Smith. So, I think it was mutual, but I really believe that the Bijan pick was a Terry Fontenot pick, personally. Jamal D says, I think Bijan was him because he was trying to get Derek Henry again. No. I don't think that was. I think 100% that Bijan was a Terry Fontenot and Arthur Blank draft because we were trying to get a new franchise player in here. That's what I believe. Because Arthur Smith could not use, he struggled with using Bijan the entire season, bro. He literally struggled using Bijan all year. So that made me believe that he didn't know how to use Bijan. Yeah. You didn't hear that? Yeah, bro. Yeah. Terry Fontenot came out and spilled the beans and said that him and Arthur Smith agreed when they got here that they did not believe in rebuilding, and they wanted to go ahead and start and build around Matt Ryan. They did not have the foresight to think that Matt Ryan was winding down in his career. So they didn't even think of the rumor was that Terry wanted Trey Lance and Arthur Smith wanted Bijan and Arthur Smith won that power struggle. But in actuality, both of those guys was on board with building around Matt Ryan until they got here and had Matt Ryan for a year, and it was like, nah, this is not gonna work. He can't move. And in my offense, you got to be able to do the play action and roll out, pro waggles. And he was just too slow to do it. So, yeah. But, guys, I want to appreciate you guys coming in. It's 2:12 in the morning. So, we're about to close shop, man. But thank all of you guys for coming through. I appreciate every last one of you guys. Please tune in tomorrow for the national championship game, where we'll be doing live commentary there, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Of course, it was late night. So thank you guys for coming through. It was awesome. Shout out to everybody that stopped through. If I missed your chat, I apologize, guys. We were talking to people. And if I miss it, I apologize. But I appreciate everyone coming in here. Every one of you guys are, special to the Dixon Way, and I really appreciate you guys coming through. So, yeah, man, we lost. We're out of the playoffs, but I swear it feels like we won today. So, thank you, Arthur Blank, for doing that. Arthur Blank, please let Terry Fontenot be more a part of this coach vetting process, that we can get some guys in here, because this guy got a pretty good mind on him, but I think he's the guy who wants to build the offense exclusively. So we'll see. We'll see, guys. But yeah, you guys have a great night, man. Appreciate all you guys coming through. Let me give you guys this sounder. You guys were awesome today.
Everything is awesome.
Thank you, Arthur Blank,
Everything is cool when you're
for
part
doing the
of the
right
team.
thing for the Falcons and allowing us to have some kind of joy on Black Friday. I don't know why they call it Black Friday. I kind of, don't like that, but it is what it is. On that note, guys, we're about to get up out of here. I'm going to put this link in here for the national championship. Just in case you guys don't know, just click on it, and then you'll be locked in for the championship game tomorrow, okay? So here we go. I'm going to put this link in here, and this will be, what's up, MW? I see you, fam. Welcome to the stream. We're about to end it, man. I appreciate you coming in, fam. I'm about to put the link in here for the national championship game, and then you guys can go over there, lock that in, and put the notification bell so you guys can check in with us and join the fun. All right, guys, we up out of this thing, man. As always, you guys have a blessed evening. Peace up, A-Town down. Oh, happy day. Happy day. Oh, happy day. When Arthur is gone. When Arthur's gone. Oh, when he's gone. When Arthur's gone. When Arthur's gone. When Arthur's gone. We watch those bad play calls. Oh, happy day. Hey, man. Arthur Smith's gone, man. Start a new era. Hopefully, Rich McKay and Arthur Blank get it right. Rise up, guys. Peace.